and we lost an hour of sleep.
Just a bunch of deprecating factors.
Wow. So what you're saying is we have a case of the Mondays today. Well, I'm going to try to literally brighten up your Monday because look at this little spot of blue sky. It's just one that I'm seeing here in Monroe, but it is starting to get a little bit brighter, and we have our head up in the clouds. Here's Dallas. There's another hole in the cloud cover, so that's pointing towards it will get a little bit brighter as we work our way through the day, but still a chance for a darker cloud to provide a sprinkle or two. I also want to talk about some warm stats. I love looking up just random stats of the weather, so I compiled all the data from the 1st of January through March 12th. And leading up to that point, that's yesterday, I didn't put today just because we don't have today's data fully. This is the warmest start to the year on record in Charlotte, at least through 71 days. And we're blowing 1990, that was the previous warmest, out of the water by 1.4 degrees. So it has been super warm recently. This brings me up to my next point. It's been so warm recently, things started growing way too early. Now we're going to head into a cooler direction, kind of doing what we should have been doing during February, during the middle of March. That can cause some problems. The only days that are above the normal of 63 degrees will be on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, so at least it'll be a little bit warmer for your St. Patrick's Day. All the other days in the 50s. Now, if you factor in the lows, well, this isn't good. Since things are starting to flower now, whenever you have temperatures drop down to about 28 degrees, that's a moderate freeze. That can affect some things, especially if you have any fruit plants. So the reason why the National Weather Service started the growing season earlier to lead to the frost freeze program is to let us know to protect our plants. Anytime temperatures drop down below freezing, that could be an issue. So we have a freeze warning that starts at 11 p.m. tonight that goes until 11 a.m. tomorrow. It's going to be quite chilly night after night after night, 3 nights in a row that we're dropping down to that freezing point and below. High temperatures today getting around 60 degrees down to the south, but with winds flowing out of the northwest, it is a cold day up in the mountains, 39 degrees, but you still have the diehards up here. Well, you can't see them anymore because some snow physically sticking to the lens, but it's cloudy up there, it's breezy up there, with a few snow flurries also coming down as well. So look at our future cast. You see a chance of maybe a flurry up in the mountains, maybe a stray sprinkle down to the south, but we are seeing the breaks in the clouds. I'm not calling it complete. It's all blue sky for everyone. Now, some areas, I think there'll be a nice little corridor clearing happening around I-40. Some of us will see just spots of blue skies we're already starting to see, especially down to the southeast. Those clouds are going to linger a little bit longer. Whenever you have a clear sky at night, that's going to maximize your cool down. So that's why we're dropping temperatures down to 31 degrees with the aid of that colder air coming from the northwest. So only the 20s up in the mountains. High temperatures tomorrow. This is the coldest day that we have of the week, but 52 is not going to feel like 52. If you factor in that strong breeze getting up to about 25 miles per hour during the afternoon, look at tomorrow morning. You have a wind chill of 7 degrees in Boone, feeling like 25 tomorrow morning in an open parking lot, and our wind chills through the day are in the upper 30s and the lower 40s. That's the best it's going to be feeling for your Tuesday. We will have a little bit more sunshine that makes things better, but that wind is going to be quite harsh. Rainfall chances are taking a hiatus for the next few days, but by the time you get to your St. Patrick's Day, as of right now, it looks like most of the day should be dry. It's Friday night heading into Saturday that we're starting to drift in some rain. So it could be widespread heading into the weekend. This is also going to cool us back down, so that surge to the 60s is short-lived because we're right back to the 50s by the end of the weekend. So there's always a price to pay. Mother Nature likes to be in an equilibrium. It's always up and down, up and down. Since we've been up so much, we have to get more of those colder days to balance everything out, and we're certainly feeling it. Freezing mornings back to back to back. Tuesday, 52, up to 68 on Friday, and then we'll return to the 50s with sunshine on Sunday. Looking at the extended forecast, I think the middle of the following week, we should be back to the 60s, so a lot of 50s and 60s jumping up over the next 10 days.